Everybody has a dream, but almost nobody knows the true price tag. I sat down and priced everything out in my life, the house, the car, the team, all of it. And I felt two things at the same time: sticker shock and relief. Because I wasn't chasing something vague anymore, I had a real target. Today, I'm going to show you how to run this audit in 3 steps so you can stop guessing and start building towards that dream life. Let's be honest here. Most of us, our long-term goals or vision, if you have it, is more of a feeling than something concrete. We don't know exactly what we're going after. Like, it's easy to throw out financially free, right? But what does financial freedom mean to me? Does it mean being able to just quit my job and do something else full-time while maintaining a lifestyle? Does it mean being debt-free and something more concrete, or being healthy? Whatever it might be, these are all still feelings. They're general ideas. Now, the problem with a general idea or a feeling is it's hard to build a solid goal, and more importantly, a system to start moving towards those goals. And that's where this whole idea comes into play of locking down those hard numbers. So let's jump in and start breaking this down. Step 1, we need to start defining this thing. Now, I use Claude AI. I love AI. Like, we're going to leave it at that. If you watch my videos in the past, you already know that about me. But what I did is I put Claude to voice mode. You could use a journal. You could pull out your phone, use the voice notes, whatever works best for you. And you lay out your entire dream life in explicit detail. I'm not talking just the monetary stuff. Do that. Like, lay out your dream house, dream cars, any other toys, but talk about your lifestyle. Like, do you want to travel? Do you want to homestead? Like, whatever your relationships, you're going to go into deep, explicit detail on all this. And as soon as you get this, you're going to start pricing out those things. Like, how much do these vacations cost? Okay, dream job. Do you need to go back to school? How much does the tuition and all that cost? Plus, what kind of a time commitment do you need? And you're just going to go down that list. Boom, 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 boom. And you're going to tally these up and say, okay, here is the amount of money all of this costs. Here is the time commitment to get there that I'm going to need to invest. And you're going to come up with these grand totals. Again, I use Claude for my research. You might choose to go out to like Zillow or Auto Trader or, you know, what have you, but get the hard numbers and come to the thing of like net worth, the income per year, all of that. Get those hard numbers. So in my case, it was quite ridiculous at this stage. So, you know, I like cool shit. Like, one thing that I would love to own someday is a private jet. I like the flexibility of it. But getting to that point alone, I realized that I needed to make probably $4+ million a year and have a net worth of about $60 million. And as I mentioned, sticker shock. Talk about that. And then also it's like, how long is it going to take me to that goal? And this is what leads into step number 2, and that's the gut check. Step 2 is the gut check, as I like to call it. Now, you're not going to be undercutting your dreams here, but we're going to take a realistic look and prioritize these things. Well, that's the better word. We're going to prioritize. As I mentioned, I have this ridiculous, when I was laying that out, was a private jet. Now, there was a reason I wanted this and still want it. And it was to make travel, like longer distance travel with my entire family. Like, I'm talking my wife and me. And then like my parents, my nieces, my nephews, my siblings and their spouses, and same thing for my wife's side of the family, which resulted in I needed X size of plane. But what I figured out with step 1 is it was going to take me 20 to 25 years. Now, At the age I am and my parents are, the sad truth is they're probably not going to be around. And that kind of defeats the purpose of having the plane, right? Like, if they're going to be gone, why do I need a 15 passenger jet? I don't. So I'm going to say, you know what, this is still cool. I want to shoot for something like that, but it's not as high a priority as maybe some of these other things here. And so that's, you know, you're still going to go for it, but you're going to say, well, with my dream life, that's something that's a little bit less important. So we have our hard price tag, we've done our gut check and done some prioritization, and this leads us into step 3. The final step is to take an audit of your life currently. Now, I'm going to touch more on the time investment because that's ultimately the point of this, is so that we can invest the time to move the needle. What you're going to do here is you're going to take an audit, look at your typical week, and, you know, look at your commitments. Like, most all of us have full-time jobs, we have families, we have obligations. We're going to catalog these down, determine, okay, this is my required time, and say, you know, and leave this excess here. Well, then the other thing we're going to do is look at the hard part. Where are we wasting time? Are we wasting 6, 7, 8 hours a week scrolling on the phone on the socials? Oh, cool. Well, we could add some more hours. In my case, I determined that I could consistently throw down 10 hours a week to the channel. So I set that aside. I know that that's the time I'm going to set aside. Now, there definitely needs to be more depth into setting up the system. And I have a video I'll put here at the end of the video that goes into depth about creating a system that's going to work even on the bad days. So you're going to get that audit. You're going to know how much time you legitimately have to invest in this future. And we're pretty solid at this point. When I walked into this exercise, I thought I had direction. What I came away with was something a lot more concrete. I had the hard numbers, I had the priorities, and I also figured out where I was hiding time. And if you do this, you're going to walk away with those same exact things. Now, the next step is to build out the system itself and build one that's going to survive a rough day. And I recommend that you go to that next step and check out this video right here where I break that exact system down. And with that, y'all, better every day.